All right, baby J.
Okay.
Are we ready? So, we're doing a recap. All right, this is your second class now, part two of your firearm safety training. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we already talked about the components of this firearm. All right, so how many major components are there to a semi-automatic?
Four.
Four.
The major
Yes, major
one.
components. How many major components? Okay, what's that?
The frame.
That's the frame. So that's one.
Uh huh.
All right, within the frame, what are the parts of the frame? First of all, what is the frame? And then name to me the parts of the frame.
Okay. So the frame is the bottom of the gun that holds the slide.
Okay, all right.
Uh,
What you're saying is absolutely correct.
Okay.
All right. So the frame is the backbone of that gun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It holds all the parts.
Parts. Okay.
All right. So
Frame
what
holds all the parts.
frame holds all the parts. So now, what are the parts of the frame?
Okay. So the trigger.
The trigger.
What is the
The
frame?
trigger is part of another something else.
Oh, but where it's connected to the frame? Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the trigger is part of something
Something
else.
else. Okay.
So it's the frame is the backbone of the gun. All right, it's the solid pieces of the gun. It does not move. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so what are the parts of that frame? Hold up the frame and point to everything.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have?
Okay. So if I'm not gonna, I can't name the trigger, right?
No, you
But
can't, because the trigger is not part of the frame.
okay.
The trigger can actually come out.
Oh, I didn't know that. So
Yes.
we got the trigger guard.
The trigger guard, very good. Come on, talk to me.
Okay. The magazine release.
The
That
magazine
can
release can come out.
Okay. So the trigger guard.
Mm-hmm.
I have the grips
Where are the grips?
on the side.
On the side. That's part of the frame. Yes. What else?
I forgot what this called, but it's like a port, like the front and the back.
Front what?
Um, it's not the grip.
No,
Part
it's
of the
not.
grip. It's called something.
What is that piece on that piece of clothing that you wear over your top, and it has something that goes over the shoulders?
The strap. Okay,
Ah,
that's what it. The strap.
okay,
Okay, so this the front strap,
okay.
the back strap.
The back strap, and we said the grip already,
Okay,
right?
so am I gonna? I can't name these because can they come out the slide?
Yes,
They can.
yes, it can.
So can
Because
I name that?
so understand this. Everything that you're trying to name right now is part of another major component.
It
Mm.
is.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
Yes, it is. So, what major component is that? So, stop for a second. So, the frame.
Mm-hmm.
The frame, you have the trigger guard, you have the front strap, the back strap,
Mm-hmm.
and
The
the,
two, the two grips.
the grips.
Uh huh.
That's the frame.
Okay.
Now, what's another major component of a semi automatic weapon?
The major component. So it's gonna be the spring.
No,
Oh, you talking about we still on the frame?
no, frame. We done with the frame.
Oh, okay.
We done with the frame.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's another major component? You said it was four, but you was wrong in saying four. But we're going to talk about that. We're talking about it right now. So we have established that the frame is a major component.
Right.
So what's another?
So the slide.
The slide is part of another component.
So the barrel.
Now the barrel is a major component. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The barrel is a major component. So
Okay.
that's two. We said the frame and we said the barrel. So talk to me about the barrel then.
Okay. So the barrel is gonna hold the bullet,
Okay, which end of the barrel holds the bullet?
the chamber,
The chamber. Very good.
and this is the chamber.
And that, pick it up. Show it to me.
So this gonna
Okay.
be the
And
chamber.
that's the chamber. So
Okay.
that the chamber does what?
Holds the bullet.
Holds the bullet, right?
Okay.
All right, got it. So what else about the barrel? We said that was the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Is
It-
where the bullet comes out,
Okay, yeah, it
The bullet
is where the
comes
bullet
out.
comes through, go through.
go through.
Right, okay. This is true. So you told me one end of the barrel is the
Mhm.
what?
Chamber.
The chamber. What's the other end of the barrel?
The muzzle.
The muzzle,
The front.
which is the front, and that's the end that what?
The bullet comes out.
The bullet comes out. Very good. So give me something else about that barrel.
I don't know.
You got to know something. Could you explain to me what is rifling? Do you remember rifling about the barrel?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what lands and grooves are about the barrel? You don't remember us going over that?
Rifling.
Yes. You don't remember lands and grooves. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to hold your barrel, put your
Okay.
barrel in hand, look through the chamber end of your barrel up at the light.
Okay.
You see that?
Mhm.
What do you see?
I see some lines.
You see some lines.
Mhm.
All right. How are the lines positioned?
Like in a slant.
In a slant or a swirl?
Yeah, like a swirl.
A swirl, right? So you have grooves in it, right?
Okay.
You have grooves and you have lines, okay, or
Okay.
lands. Now, what is the importance of the swirling of that barrel?
Is it to make the bullet come out easier?
Yes, it is. It is to make the bullet come out easier, but how does the bullet come out? What does those swirls do to the bullet?
It's gonna make it come out straight. Is that right?
It's going to spin
Spin it.
the bullet.
Oh. Okay.
Those lands and grooves actually spins the bullet.
Okay.
And the spinning of the bullet creates what we call rifling.
Okay.
And that makes the bullet go fast through the air and it more accuracy. It creates velocity and accuracy. Okay? Think about a football.
Okay.
A quarterback, right?
Mhm.
When he throws that football is spinning, it's spiraling. They say that's a tight spiral. And it makes the football go further, more accurate. And it arcs and it comes down to the point. Or it
Okay.
goes straight and it hits the point. That's what they call rifling.
Okay. So rifling.
Rifling. And rifling is created by what?
Force.
It is by force, technically, yes. But
by
it's
these
by
lines.
lands and grooves.
Okay. So not lines and grooves, but lands.
Lands.
Okay.
Lands and grooves. Okay,
So
so
rifling is created by the lands and grooves.
right, which does what the bullet
Spin.
spins. It spins the bullet,
Okay, and it's called rifling.
and it's called rifling.
And that's an important part of the barrel.
It is
Okay.
because it makes the barrel. It gives the accuracy of the bullet.
Okay. Rifling. Okay.
Rifling.
I think I get it.
Okay, you got it. All right.
Right.
So that's the major component of the barrel. So what's another major component?
It's gonna be the spring,
Not the spring.
not the spring.
Come on, give me that last major component.
Well, I said the slide,
Now,
not the slide.
not the slide. You remember us saying action? You remember action being a major component?
I don't think I remember action.
You remember any movable parts of that weapon is
Mhm.
called the action.
Yeah.
You remember me saying that?
Mhm.
Any movable parts
Okay.
is considered the
The
action
action.
component.
Okay.
So anything that moves on that weapon is in the action component.
Okay.
Okay? So does your trigger move?
Yes.
So it's considered part of what?
Action.
The action.
Okay.
Does your slide stop button move?
Yes.
It's considered.
Action.
Does your magazine release button move?
Yes.
It's considered.
Action.
Does your slide move?
Yes.
It's considered.
Action.
Does your safety moves?
Yes.
It's considered.
Action.
Anything that moves on that weapon is considered to be part of the
Action.
action
Okay.
component. Okay?
So we got the action component,
Mm-hmm.
the frame.
The
With
frame.
the frame, those parts don't move.
Right.
The action, the frame, the barrel.
And the barrel.
Okay.
Those are the three components
Okay.
of that semi-automatic weapon.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.